Remember when Bobrovsky used to choke every single playoffs with Columbus? When they were playing the Capitals, when they were playing the Bruins, like he just never brought his A game. And then all of a sudden, and it's so weird, 34 or 35 years old, tail end to most guys' career, all of a sudden, rising from the ashes, this guy is just dominant, and nobody can figure out why. I have a couple ideas why. I think the first thing, his body language. If you watch his body language on the ice, especially after goals, it's like Kiprusoff from 2005, 2006. If you just looked at his body language, you had no idea if a bad goal had gone in, a good goal had gone in. He just made 5 saves before. You had no idea. There's no emotion in his body or his face. And body language is a subconscious thing. It's a true, actual reflection of what's going on up here. And then you look at his actual game. I'm just amazed by his hands. Like the ability in tight with the way that he moves to keep your hands active, engaged, in position at all times. The guy's ripped and probably has to have some of the strongest shoulders in the game. To have your shoulders that strong, to have them always active and making saves, he's got one of the best, probably if not the best blocker hand in the entire game. Outstanding. World-class puck managing goalie, stopping the puck behind the net, getting the D set up, and then having the puck break out at the other end of the zone. Rebound control, you alluded to it. Center shifting into every puck, controlling rebounds, and whenever there is one, his end-of-range motion and flexibility is absolutely world-class. Him and Connor Hellebuck are my 2 favorite goalies, but for right now, Bob is my favorite goalie in the world. He is so fun to watch, and Bob is the man.
Yeah, I mean, but the whole team, the Florida Panther team, and sure, Bobrovsky has been there to bail them out regardless of the personnel that's on the ice like we talked about earlier. But that team, and I mean, Paul Maurice talked about it right from the get-go. The guys bought in, and I think he's done a really good job of letting that locker room know, like, listen, my name is Paul Maurice. I've been doing this for a very long time, and I think I've got a hack into how to get this done. If y'all want to win a Stanley Cup with me, follow me. Please, let's win a Stanley Cup together. And I think they kind of believe they were probably about like 85% belief last year when they got to the finals. And then this year at the start of the season, they went, all right, 100% belief in that guy behind the bench is going to get us a cup. And you listen to guys like Kachuk after every series, he just talks about the guys that have bought in. The guys have bought in. Like that entire team knows exactly what their role is, where the Oilers, I'm not quite sure they knew what their identity was.
You saw that clip though the other day of McDavid when he got asked about his favorite thing about Edmonton?
My heated driveway?
There's a lot of things, right? I mean, the days are long this time of year, right? Lots of summertime. Bro, you hate being in Edmonton. The River Valley.
This is the first time he's ever been in Edmonton this long into the spring. He's usually gone by the end of April.
Yeah, he's in Muskoka usually. You know what's kind of sad though? And maybe this is very elitist of him. I'm surprised he didn't say something like, the people are nice, right? The people are very friendly. They're hardworking. The River Valley is a beautiful spot. I love taking a nice little river boat down the North Saskatchewan River with my missus. I know maybe we have to book it out on a private charter, so I'm not getting hassled, but that's very fun, right? There's things about Edmonton that are fun. I mean, you're born and raised there. You know that, Dave. I mean, yeah, it's not great. Kind of like Winnipeg. It's freezing, but there's some things to do that are fun.
Absolutely. Listen, Edmonton's a great time. There's a reason why we spend a lot of weekends down there. I mean, West Edmonton Mall was like that was the Wisconsin Dells of of Wisconsin. I mean, name your favorite spot in your neck of the woods, and the West Edmonton Mall was it for us. It was a 4.5 hour drive door to door. But for a guy listen, even go back to the draft when the Oilers got the first overall pick in the lottery, and all eyes were on McDavid. You can kind of see him like doing everything in his power to kind of go, hey. Yay! Woo! Oilers! I just think he is a very humble guy who was trained very well through junior hockey and through his agent and through his family to saying, you will go where you were drafted to. You are not pulling a Lindros. You're not doing that. You're going to go and you're going to make the best of it. But I think deep down, he's an Eastern Ontario guy. And I think if he gets to an opportunity where, the Oilers fall off, and usually when a situation like this happens outside of the Florida Panthers and look at the Tampa Bay Lightning. They had their run and now they're kind of on the decline. I think the Edmonton Oilers, their window is going to be short, and if Connor McDavid doesn't see a lot of upside to staying with the team, I think he could probably look for a trade, and I think he'll probably end up going to the Eastern Conference. I'm not saying it will be Toronto, but it'll probably likely be somebody in that division. But, I mean, their window with McDavid is shrinking. I don't think he is a lifelong Oiler. I hate to say it. I just don't think he is.
Think he hates being there?
I don't think he hates being there. I mean, he met his fiance there. I mean, he's got a banging house. I don't know if you saw that YouTube video of him giving a tour of his place and all of the. It's a nice joint. He's got a heated driveway, melts the snow for him. Beautiful area just outside of town.
Oh yeah, he loves his heated driveway too. Don't forget about that.
He loves that heated driveway. I love his heated driveway. I would sleep on his heated driveway. I think he.
Yeah, Wheeler's on the front yard again.
I think he enjoys elements of Edmonton, but I think his heart is still in Eastern Ontario.
Hey, more hockey content. It's might be old, it might be new, it might be a full episode, it might be a half episode, but you can click these boxes because who doesn't like clicking boxes?